Hey guys, today we're going to be making egusi stew. Egusi stew. I didn't say egusi soup. Yes, you heard me right. Egusi stew. I know that most people don't know it, and then a lot of people also know about it. And sometimes when I see people eating egusi soup with rice, like the soup with rice, I always feel somehow about it. I'm like, you can always make egusi stew since you enjoy rice with egusi. And I am one of those people that really enjoy rice with egusi. So today we're going to be making egusi stew. Quite simple and yet very delicious. Okay, so here I'm trying to marinate my fish because my fish already melted and I didn't want to cook it first because I know that it might break. So I'm just trying to marinate it maybe for like 10 to 20 minutes with the spices that I'm going to be using to make the food. The ingredients I've added into it is curry, thyme, and onga classic. I'm sure you saw that. And then I'm putting in onions, added half cube of knorr cube, bouillon cube, seasoning, yes. I added onions and salt. So these are the things I use to marinate it. And here I'm trying to, peel off my garlic and my ginger so I could pound them. Here I'm washing my mortar. Trying to wash it because dust always easily gets on it, so each time I want to use it I make sure to wash it, just rinse it out, not like it's dirty but just rinse off those dusty particles on it, so you have to eat healthy. So here after pounding this in, I added my pepper to pound it alongside with the herbs. These are the herbs that I'll be using for this food. Okay, so this is a really nice soup, very delicious stew. Sorry, not soup. A very delicious meal. I always enjoy it. I'm always very excited each time we're going to be having it. So here I'm rinsing my pot. Some people ask why I add this ash. The word I always rub at the back of my pot is ash, and a mixture of ash and detergent with water. I just mix it so the pot doesn't stain. So here I am pouring my oil to fry my oil. It's just basically how you cook your normal stew, but a little difference because of the egusi that you're adding to it, and there's some things you're supposed to observe while doing that. Okay, so here I want to fry my bay leaf so that it can emit, so that all the flavors can come out. My bay leaf and my onions, and also I always love to fry my seasoning, my spices that I'm using to cook. This is anise. It is called anise. I always pound it. It has a really nice flavor, really good. So when you get to the market, add the anise. Anise is really nice. You just use a little, just not so much. Okay, you pound it. So here I'm adding the remaining onga seasoning, and also my gino curry seasoning, and also I added the remaining thyme seasoning. So these are the ingredients I'll be using, the spices that I'll be using to cook this food. So I'm frying everything, and I always love to fry my ginger and garlic, but I don't like to fry my pepper. But the reason why I'm adding it at this point, I had to also fry my pepper because they're already all mixed together. I forgot, I should have done that separately, and the sun was too much, so I was trying to do that so I could just go inside the house because the sun was really dealing with me already. So here I use my patty jollof, Gino patty jollof. It's really nice. It has a really nice flavor, so I always love to use it. Which time that is when I find it anyway. So I use two of it. So it's always good to fry your tomato paste before adding your fresh tomatoes, if you are using fresh tomatoes. So it's good to fry it so it doesn't have that sour taste, so it doesn't slap you. So here I'm frying my pepper, I'm frying my tomato and all the ingredients. So give it time to fry so it will really taste nice. Okay, so here it's already almost ready. My fire is buzzing. So here, this is my rice. I didn't really show the details of this rice because the sun was too much, and I believe everybody have their own different ways of cooking white rice. Almost everybody knows how to cook white rice, so it's not any tutorial anymore. So at this point, my fish is already marinating, and I'm sure it has already marinated very well. All the ingredients has already sunk in. Okay, so everything is good. So here I'm trying to pluck my vegetable. I'm using scent leaf, or you call it African basil. That's the vegetable that I'm using for this meal. Okay, but in Nigeria we call it scent leaf. So at this point, my tomato paste is ready. So I'm adding this tomato mixture of tomatoes. We have shombe, tatache that are already grounded. So I'm not using everything. I'm just going to use a little, not a little, but in a reasonable amount that will be okay for the food that I'm making. Okay. So here I also have to fry it so that the tomato doesn't, give us that slapping. You know what I mean? So you have to fry it very well. But you have to fry your paste before frying, the other one. So here I'm cutting my vegetable, because the vegetable is the last thing that you have to add in order to retain the nutrients of this particular meal. Okay, so I'm trying to hurry everything. You can see I'm finding my face because the sun is already dealing with me, honestly. So my rice is ready, and I have to take it inside so I could just, focus and finish up my stew so that everything will look good. And again, this voice note is courtesy of a lot of people asking me to do voiceover so that everybody can actually communicate and not just Nigerians. So I hope this really helps. So at this point, I think my tomato rice is coming, the stew is coming together. Everything has fried really nice. So I just want to add another bouillon cube, which is I'm using preferably for this meal. I always use anyway. So I had to add my pepper, my salt, a good amount. So here is the star of the show, which is egusi. Okay, a mixture of egusi and crayfish. Yes, that's what I used. So I'm trying to mix it with water, and here I'm putting it in. At this point, when the tomatoes is already well fried. Okay, so you have to be sure you follow this process step by step, so you don't have a bitter taste, because there's a way you fry, and if you don't put the ones you're supposed to put at the right time, it is gonna start tasting like, I don't know, it's bitter. I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't taste nice at all. It doesn't taste nice. So yeah, I'm rinsing my mortar, trying to get off every ingredient, because the economy is not smiling, so you have to use everything. You don't waste nothing. Yeah. So here I mixed it up with the water, the mixture of the egusi mixture from the plate, and the pepper water, mixing everything together. So here the food is almost done, so I have to bring out plates. Not everybody was at home, just me and my siblings. My parents went out, so I didn't dish for them at this point. So I just dish for people at home that are already very hungry. So when you add this egusi, back to the egusi, when you add it, you don't rush and start adding every other thing. You don't rush and start adding every other thing or start adding water. No, you just mix. Give it time, like 6 to 10 minutes. Allow egusi to fry. See how it's looking now. You let it fry. While turning it, don't let it, because it's going to burn. So you have to be very close to it. Watch it very closely, because if it doesn't fry very well, it's gonna taste really bad, honestly. So you have to allow it to fry really, really good for around 6 to 10 minutes, and you turn it. So at this point, my fish is already very good, well spiced. Okay, I've added the fish at this point because I don't want it to go breaking, and that was the main reason why I didn't cook it, steam it first. Okay, that was why I decided to just marinate with my ingredients. So added enough water because the stew was already very, thick. So I added enough water in order for everything to be okay. So at this point, I'm just sitting, letting it, cook for around almost 6 to 10 minutes again. And then I added my African basil, or you call it scent leaf. So mix everything and give it time, like 5 minutes, and your food is ready. And the aroma from this food is out of this world. It tastes so nice, really, really nice, and it's time to dish. Okay, enjoy the rest of the video, and I'm sure you learned something and you enjoyed it as much as I did. I enjoyed cooking it and I enjoyed eating it, apart from the sun that was dealing with me, though I used my sunscreen, but it wasn't easy. Okay, the food was really nice. And let me know, are you going to be trying this recipe, or is there something you think I should have done differently? Just look at this stew, looking so nice. And for you all that always eat soup and stew, I don't know, I'm sure you don't enjoy it, so you can always alternate this egusi stew. There is egusi stew. I know most people know it, and some other people don't even know about it. So here is just for the 5 people that are presently at home. Okay, my parents are not at home, so we just had to dish their food so that everybody will be happy, and I enjoyed it. Though at this point I was really stressed, as I said earlier. Yeah. What else? I finished dishing the rice, dishing this one and that one. All right, now watch to the end. Always watch to the end, and please support me. Leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Always, I see all the support and I don't take it for granted. Subscribe to my channel if you came across this video, and yeah, do have a lovely day. Okay, bye. Of my past, I'm not tired. Every step, every breath is required.